Right, so this is the turn 2 video now. We got all the information out we could get out about turn 1, and I cleared up any errors in the correction video. Hope you've watched that one. And as I said in the turn 1 video, what do you know? Wintertooth confederated the Aisling. So it was totally worth getting the money off them for joining that war. What you'll notice is that when you try to recruit all of these units, which is something you're going to want to do on this turn, you'll have enough money, but you won't be able to pretty much do anything else. So to have a better idea of how much money you can spend and get away with, and how to dispose of your money best, you might be better off fighting this battle first. Fighting against demons seems to have like a really high post-battle loot outcome for some reason, so it's going to be beneficial to do that. I'll pause the video when it comes to fighting the battle so that you can so you can avoid that. Basically, it's not much to this battle. It's just, you know, blue horrors and some furies. Like, as long as you, if you're in this kind of spot, you just keep this guy out of the battle, and then the rest of them will clean up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of what you want to do here, you want to build this up again. So if you were, so let's say you click this first, you wouldn't be able to hire all of these. You don't have enough. There's still a couple of plague toads to recruit there. So that's why it's important to fight the battle, basically, because you only have enough money to deal with it. So I'll pause the video here, and then we'll come back afterwards, and we'll see what that situation looks like. So here we are in the battle. I decided to show you a little bit of what I'm doing in this battle. Basically, in order to minimize my casualties, I'm going to put Epidemius up front. I'm going to send him in first, and then they're going to try and like shoot their blue flames at him, and that's going to basically mean that my infantry aren't going to take so much heat. I've put my fast units in the center so that they don't try to reshuffle around or anything. Like, they're in perfect alignment how I want them, so we can just like face up against them evenly. But with these guys, you want to try and tie up any units that are still firing to stop them from firing, basically. Once they're not firing, there's not much they can do, and then like once they're all tied up, you want to use these fast units to get around the back and just ram them in the back, and that's pretty much it. And hopefully I do all right, because I did last time when I did this battle. So when you can auto resolve this battle, but you'll take like 100 casualties. I took like 10 or something by fighting it manually like this. So I also used this. Yeah, that was the other thing. Yeah, you can also minimize your casualties by putting this up front into their firing range. Obviously, you don't care about whether it lives or dies. It's gonna crumble anyway, or disintegrate anyway. So you might as well just put it into the range, and they'll use like ammunition on that, and then as they're reloading, your guys are basically getting into melee range. So that's another tactic you can use. Um, with the summon itself, I don't think you should bother in this case using the ammunition that it's got. So Exalted Plague Bearers have like this missile attack, which is quite good, by the way. It's pretty good. Short range, but it's pretty strong. You should just send them into melee, because your objective is to tie up these units, stop them from firing. Then you close in, and then you start smashing them. So that's what you should do. So that's what I'm gonna do, and you'll see the aftermath. So this is the aftermath of that battle. I lost 4 guys in the end. Probably took a little bit too much HP damage on Epidemius than I would have liked, but 4 losses is absolutely fine. And I was careful enough with my fast units so that they didn't take any entity losses. Epidemius will heal the easiest out of all of this lot, so it's absolutely fine. So here we are back again. Lucky enough, I got a war banner out of this because I'm using the Miracle Balance Patch mod by LHTV and Agneta, one of the people that watches his LHTV's stream. Highly recommend LHTV, by the way. Top player, and very entertaining as well. I strongly recommend him, and I respect his opinion. This banner actually does a lot better than it does in vanilla. It actually has some good impact, whereas the regular war banner is, it's meh. It's just like some leadership, basically. In this case, I'm going to stick it on, let's see, probably the Plague Toads, because yeah, more. They're a very offensive kind of unit. So yeah, so what you want to do here is you want to sack, for sure. That's a minimum. Go into how to level him up. So I don't think I covered this in the turn 1 thing about what you should do with rank leveling up. I personally went into Route Marcher. You definitely need Route Marcher, or Route Marcher, I don't know how you say it. You definitely need that because early on, probably the first thing you should take is this, because you do need to be able to head over to Malice as quickly as possible, with possibly a ever so slight detour of attacking the rebels on the way back if you have them. And then yeah, you can take that, and then you can go into upkeep reduction, or you can take this. It doesn't matter that much which one you do, really. You're going to end up taking all of this, and you're going to end up take this. By the time you get to Malice, you'll probably have minimum 1 more point in this, and one more and one in this. And this is basically a ability kind of like Cetra has, or Rapunzel has, where they explode around there's an explosion, and it makes damage around in a very small radius around them, and it's got quite a chunky cooldown on it. So it's not like a great DPS type thing really, but it's just useful in blobs. Get Epidemius in a blob, and then just nuke them with this. Say nuke them, it's not that much damage, it's not even AP, so it's good. It gets twice as good there, but it's not AP. I don't know, it's not really the contact event doesn't really make a lot of sense, because why is stuff trying to run away if it's blobbing around you? maybe it applies to cavalry that's trying to chase. So like let's say Epidemius wants to get out of the blob, then yeah, that makes sense because then they'll struggle to chase him. But he's only 28 speed, so he's not getting anywhere fast. Anyway, I'm gonna just take. I'm just gonna take the upkeep reduction, I think, and then we'll get epidemic outburst on the next battle. Or take this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter basically. As long as you take this, after that you're going into here and you're going into here. There's nothing else you're going to do. You might take this eventually at some point as well, because having the extra 5 leadership in your aura is useful against Malice, because it's going to be a tough fight. There's no question about it. As for this stuff, I don't think we're going to get into that just yet, but you definitely do want to take this eventually. So yeah, like I said, we've sacked Tower of Flies. You want to consider doing the looting as well. So I want to talk about this as well because I've experimented with this as well. Because I thought about this. I thought, hang on, what if I went sack this, move Epidemius over here, move to don't take the settlement, Volcano's Heart next turn, take that out, sack and loot that, and then come back the way I came. So I'm getting battle, and then very long march here. But the problem with that is there's no value being gained here because the rebellion will spawn up here if we do a rebellion. We won't be able to catch a rebellion if we have a rebellion, if we loot this, which probably would on the way back. And from this point at this bridge all the way over here is areas we want to replenish, but we're going to do some settlement trading with Billiers Cliffs, and we might not end up with it in our possession by the time Epidemius rolls over here, and we need him to replenish like as much to full as possible. So with all of that in mind, I would say you just want to take this, and I'll also say, like, if you don't take this this turn, what you'll find is there's a pretty good chance, if not 100% chance, that the Demons of Chaos army will just force march over here, and you'll have to take it anyway. So you would have wasted a turn not taking it. So you're better off just taking it, I think, and I think you'll get some money as well. Yeah, you'll get. I mean, in this case, I'm pretty lucky with a potion of toughness, 562 and 75 infections. So because I'm building this building with the infections, and I'm probably going to build it in Tower of Flies as well. We're going to end up being able to make another plague pretty soon, and with this mission giving us 75, well, basically we'll have enough for another plague immediately if we want it. But we ideally want some modifiers. Right, so we're going to just do that. We're going to loot and occupy, and there we go. We're up to over 6k, which will be enough to recruit all the units we want to recruit this turn. And we got that nice potion of toughness, which we're going to stick on Epidemius. And like I said, if you take a load of damage on Epidemius, it's okay because he's going to heal like that much. He's going to be fine. Then they want us to get another province, and we'll get some more infections and money, which is great. Over here, yeah, we want to hire all of the units. Recruit. And so we've still got money in the bank there. you want to load him in as well. Let's see what impact you are. Okay, because we put the plague in here instead of and we got lucky as well when it transferred to the settlement. I think we're actually getting 20% casualty replenishment, so he's not going to actually have any impact on replenishment putting him in here. So in this case, if this happens to you, it might be worth sending him to an agent action instead. But I'm just going to put him inside here anyway. And yeah, they're all going to be full on in one turn, which is great. Next thing you want to do is you want to hire another lord for sure. We don't have enough money. Why don't we have enough money? Why don't we have enough money to hire a lord? I want to hire this lord. Why don't we have enough money? It's okay. If we don't have enough money to hire the lord now, we can hire him next turn. It's not a huge deal. Or we can just skip this building for one turn and then get the lord out. It's only 5 more infections. It's only 5 more and 1 more control. You'll also have a full province as well. I forgot. I didn't notice that. So you probably should go for foster cults, get the corruption and infections up. This doesn't have. I don't know if this affects the plague currently in effect, or it only affects plagues that are new plagues. So does this add 1 more turn to this? Don't know. Could do that. Also notice that because we got the settlement plague with the more growth, we went from 4 turns till 1 pop to 2, which is great. With any luck this will spread over here, but you never know. So yeah, I'm going to put it on foster cults, and then I'm going to take this guy out. Now I experimented with this a bit as well, so like before I wanted to I sent him all the way over right next to Admiral Leech with Force March, but what I found was Admiral Leech actually moved over here, but he was still in range of Blackrock, which you don't want. But he was in such a position where if we tried to chase him, he would basically be able to retreat and we wouldn't be able to catch up to him. So what's actually better is if you just go in the water normally and then yeah, you'll be able to catch him if he tries to retreat. I think when I did it this way, he didn't actually retreat because I guess they realised that they're not going to get anywhere anyway, so they might as well try to do something, and they might as well just stay where they are. Right, so can I build this? Yeah, I can. Or no, I can't. Right, I'm gonna. Now, I want to get this guy, but I might want to not get this guy because I might want to use a lord as a bait lord. So, because we don't want to fight Malice here, I want to basically maybe get this guy instead. These guys cost more money. I might get this guy instead, even though he doesn't. His trait is basically useless. Yeah, it's useless in this case because Malice's army doesn't have any fire damage, and he's not susceptible to any fire damage. So we'll get this guy. Now we're in negative money. Don't know if it really matters if he's in the settlement or not, but I'm going to put him on Force March just in case we keep him. Because and the reason I'm doing that is because the more turns you put into you have an army in Force March, the closer you get to getting the supervisor trait, which is 5% more campaign movement. Same thing for having a army in the sea. Like I think if your army's in the sea for like 5 turns, then basically you'll get another 5% campaign movement. And then if your army is really far away, fought loads of battles really far away from the capital, you'll get another load of campaign movement range as well as perfect vigor on the Lord. So yeah, he's on forced march. Epidemius is in the settlement. There's no risk for him getting attacked, so we put him on forced march. So that's another point towards supervisor. So that's all optimal. We don't have enough money to buy this building right now or repair this because we looted it. Basically, it's not gonna replenish anything. It's not going to go back to full at all. It's not going to heal up, I suppose. So yeah, we have to repair the building in order to for it to go back to full. All we're losing really is we're losing quite a bit. We're losing 100 gold. We're losing 10 in growth, and we're losing 1 Nurgle corruption. So there's that, but I think it's more important to try and generate the rebellion. And I think that's it for this turn. Still trying to get fecundity. We can get another plague, but it's locked basically. We can't get another plague for another 2 turns, and none of this stuff's unlocked, so we have to wait basically. Let me just see. It doesn't matter what I click, you're not going to be able to get another plague, so that's fine. We're generating more infections so that we can get potentially a modified plague as well, so it's fine. Yeah, we'll just leave it there.